Hello, Libra. Welcome to your solar return reading. This is your year of alignment. So, we are going to be seeing a transition from your last birthday to this birthday and what's coming towards you in this next 12 months. Also, if you're interested in a solar return reading, okay, get it while it's still here because it will be disappearing soon. And if you want a yearly reading, you will have to wait until when I do it around New Year's. So if you want a sneak peek into what the next 12 months has to offer, make sure you check out the description bar down below. Okay. Also, remember, the site is 25% off until Halloween. So make sure you use your coupons. Nobody is using their coupons. So, like, what? I mean, I appreciate it, but I want you to save your coins and stuff. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. What's coming out? All right. That devil card, when this came, I've seen the devil card twice, so there's some control. Something's controlling somebody, and it's usually the ego. It's getting the best of a person and controlling them and making them make bad decisions. But we're going to see what that is. Oh, that's in the lesson. That's the lesson here. You got to learn when your ego is controlling you. What's happening? All right, what else is coming through? Oh, Saturn is about to teach you something. Teach you how to let things in and stop pushing things out. Open yourself up and just welcome it. That's what Saturn is trying to get you to mature through. Instead of projecting on certain things, just be a bit more welcoming of something. All right. We got the Three of Pentacles. This is a master plan. It's like there's a master plan that's coming up, or there's a master plan for you within this next 12 months. There's a master plan here. Okay, so your core energy of your solar year is the Lovers. And this is the vibration of your next 12 months. This could be you being, I'm just getting like, I'm so in love. Somebody could be going into a new love relationship. You could be so in love with you, so in love with your life, so in love with your career. I'm just getting the energy of I'm so in love. This is going to be the vibration, the main vibration shaping your next 12 months. So some of you guys are about to fall in love with something, with yourself, with your work, with your person, with your life. You are in love, and that is going to be shaping the next 12 months of your life. The past cycle that your soul is leaving behind from last year, there's this energy of you getting out of something. And for some of you guys, you could have been in a situation, you know how when you escape something tragic and you can't stop talking about you escaping something tragic, so you keep on talking about you escaping something tragic, you escaping. It's like, you're not like a, what you call it, a refugee. You're not a person who's escaping something. Like I'm getting like there's this energy of you're not in transition over. You have made it to the other side. So instead of thinking that you're still transitioning over, there's this energy of you accepting that you've made it to the other side. Because in transition, you can excuse a lot of things. I'm not there yet. You know, the famous one, God ain't done with me yet. I ain't all the way healed yet. You can still excuse certain things, but there's a need for you to, there's this energy of you going into this next phase, this next transition, realizing your growth. Because one of the things that you don't realize is that when you go through a painful experience and you learn something from that experience, you automatically change who you are. You are no longer that same person who didn't know, who didn't have any type of knowledge. about something. So you completely change your vibration, which means you start to completely manifest different things. And that just let me know, like, how many lives do we have? Like, infinite lives every single day, every lesson that you truly learn from your heart, core energy. And you'll be surprised of how many things people have learned and they still haven't taken accountability that they've learned, and they've become a whole new person. They don't even operate like the person who got hurt, or the person who got used, or the person who was bullied, or the person who was, ghosted, or the person who was forgotten or unappreciated. They don't even operate like that anymore. And there's this energy of you understanding that you have made it to this other side. There has been a transition. The transition has taken place. It's not that the transition is taking place. The transition has. You have transitioned already. Your spiritual lesson is the Devil card here. And there's something that your ego is trying to control you to do. And this is also with the Lovers here and the Lovers here. There's this energy of temptation, which that would be like what? The Serpent here. Understanding that these two people are vulnerable people, or at least one person in this group is vulnerable. I'm pretty sure we all know the story of Adam and Eve, right? And I can at least, if I can get one person, I can get that one person to get that one person. And then I have the bond. I have the two lovers under my guise, under my control. Some of you guys have been taking the bait. Whether this is you taking the bait from the serpent, or you taking the bait from the person who took the bait from the serpent. Either way, some of you guys are taking the bait. Now, what is the bait? The bait is your ego. Your ego is getting in the way. This can also be disruptive patterns. This can also be addictions, temptations. It's getting in the way, and it's actually controlling not just you. It's controlling somebody else that you're in relationship with. It's controlling someone who you could love dearly. And there's a need for you to stop taking the bait. Like, again, this would be you realizing that you're not still transitioning. You have learned a lot. You've been through a lot. You're not the same person who you used to be. There's some type of obsession that the devil uses to enslave individuals. If you weren't obsessed with, there's a need for you to, spiritual lesson is to control your obsessions with things. Also addictions and things like that. If somebody has like a twisted delight, like they like this energy, it's almost given like I got them eating out the palm of my hand and they don't even know it type of energy. And this is the spiritual lesson. And what it could look like, it could be both people. Let's say two of you guys are in a relationship and both people are hella prided and they don't want to be vulnerable. So it's driving a love bond further away under the control of the devil, Diablo, El Diablo. It's driving the couple further away, but closer to the lower vibration. When if the person was to do their spiritual work and open themselves up, or not be so prided, or not feel like that they have to defend and shield themselves towards a person that they love. The lovers are supposed to be naked, right? But when the devil came in, that's when they realized they were naked and wanted to cover themselves up. So it's a lot of biblical stuff that's going on right here. A lot of spiritual knowledge that's happening in this year. Like the video if you are resonating with it. But that is a spiritual lesson. The growth to your higher self that you came to master this year. You are not going to be suckered by your obsessions, by your addictions, by your temptations. This is what you came to master. You came to master that. You won't allow it to happen this year, okay? The emotional energy, your heart's healing and opening to a renewed journey. There's this energy of you having to face the fact that you are hurt. And you have to face the fact that you need healing. First, I'm getting like there's this energy of your emotional energy. The heart's it's not in a good shape. It's not in a good place. It's in the 3 of Swords. It's hurt. many times, same spot. Your emotional healing may need to be, I need to take time for myself to heal this. Your emotional healing, your emotional energy could be, I need to realize that something is not okay. Or it's not okay for you to act like it wasn't devastating. It was devastating. These are 3 swords through your heart. That kills people. So I'm just getting emotionally, somebody could feel like that tried to take me out emotionally, but then press it on like it was nothing. No healing practices, no prayer, no nothing. Just let me get done, get made up. It's a new day. Life goes on. No. There's a person who needs to sit with this healing, and possibly that healing, the lack of healing, could also be making you more vulnerable to this energy of this devil card here. Your mental energy, there's a shift that's happening. The shifts in thoughts, mindsets, guiding your expansion. Your thoughts are about to expand. Talk about out of this world thinking, or somebody whose mind is out of this world. Your thoughts are just the way you think about things are about to expand. And this has a lot to do with letting something end. This has a lot to do with letting something go. So this gives me this energy of grieving this hurt. Some of you guys need to grieve this pain. Some of you guys have never grieved it. You've never even looked at it. You've never even acknowledged it, accepted it. There's a need for you grieving it, because this death card is here, and there's a new expansion. There's this new level this new wave of vibration that's coming through. And again, like I was talking about, some of you guys could be whole new people. You could have learned things. These harsh lessons could have taught you a lot of things, and you could have grasped those lessons in ways that you would have never grasped it before, because it hurt so much. It was kind of like it's stuck on you. And there's a need for you to grieve something, because it's also, the death card reminds me of this energy of you being chosen of many. There's something about your mental energy that's being chosen to expand. You may feel more of this in Scorpio season. Your career and purpose, where the universe wants you to focus your ambition, is just like a person who's ambitious about starting a new business and things, and they want to do what they, want to do all they can, learn all they can, go to so many workshops and seminars. The universe is trying to get you to have a positive outlook on life. And just because something goes down does not mean it's negative. Something goes up doesn't mean it's just there's a need for you to remain some type of balance, a good attitude about life when it comes to your career, usually your purpose. Balance that energy of going with life's ebbs and flows. That's what the universe is trying to get you to do. Focus that energy. This could also be on balancing, okay? There also may need to be some type of manipulation that needs to happen. It means adjustments need to be made in order for you to get some type of balance, or in order for you to look at something positively. Adjustment, tweaking, expansion in your thoughts. The relationships and the connections of peoples and patterns mirroring your evolution. These are going to be people who are experiencing a new life, experiencing a new way of life. The same new way of life that you're experiencing. So let me explain it this way. The Page of Pentacles is a person who is getting their first taste of the rich life, a rich lifestyle. And they're like, I can get used to this. I love this. And remember, the theme is I'm in love. I'm so in love. That's your theme. That's that core energy. I'm so in love. You are going to be meeting people who are in love with their life too. So I'm getting this is a reflection of you being in love with your life. You could also be meeting people who are in new money. People who, could have become millionaires this year. Maybe you are becoming a millionaire this year. And it's the next 12 months. You're going to be meeting people who are going into a whole new lifestyle change. And this is a reflection of your lifestyle change. Whether you've done it on the inside or whether you're doing it on the outside, this is a reflection of this lifestyle change. So there's a lot of people that's getting to know the sweet life just like you're getting to know the sweet life. That core energy of I'm so in love, you're going to start meeting people who are so in love with life as well. And it's this energy of you not neglecting yourself. You have to grieve those things. You have to go into those dark energies and things like that so you can grieve it, so you can release it. Because even if you try to suppress it, you're still showing up with that energy in the room. Okay? So your hidden influence here is this Judgment card. It is an awakening that happened. And this just happens. The Judgment card comes out as like ready or not, here it comes. So there's some awakening that you've been through. This is a rebirth that happens. So this is the hidden influence. Some of you guys have been reborn. Some of you guys have been through some type of spiritual awakening again. And it's like there's a new light. There's new everything that comes with this new energy. And you have to get into the new. Like whatever old life you've been living, the time is up on that old life and you're going into this new life. It could also be like a new era that's happening. Your challenge or your test, what Saturn is helping you mature through. This is you being open. The Eight of Wands in this card is a girl who is seeing these things from space come in. They could totally leave her town in ruins, or they could be like friends. And she don't know. She's just open. She has no idea what these are. They could be bad, they could be good, but she's open to experiencing it. And Saturn is helping you open yourself out to experience something instead of projecting your feelings on it. Now, your birthday gift, your next birthday gift, the gift by your next birthday, the energy you'll embody to manifest your next, by your next solar return is this energy of the Six of Cups. This is energy of play. This is energy of pleasure. This could also be children, childlike energy. There could also be a child. Somebody could be having a child by their next birthday or with child by their next birthday. But this is very like fun, loving energy. It just, I'm getting like there's this energy that you feel like you're so at home. Simple joys of childhood. So there could be this energy where you feel like so at home. There's like a easiness or a breeze or just an ease or a peace about the reading. And especially it's because of this Lover's card, and it's just like I'm so in love. And we know how Libras love love. So I'm getting like this is going to be a great year for you. Let's clarify this energy. Clarify the Lovers. This is the main vibration. It's I love this, I love that. We have the Rose. Turn to the dark. This is misadventures, but far from the person is you got the mighty enemy. The presence of a mighty enemy, and you're so in love you don't care. Somebody's in the presence of a mighty enemy, but they're so in love that they don't care. This could also be, you could be in the presence where you're at like a crossroads, but you're so in love with life or in love with something that you're just not. You're not worried about it. It's like love makes you fearless. The more you align to love, the more fearless you become. And we got the Knight of Cups in the Tower. There's a false foundation that had to come down crumbling. Somebody was acting like that they weren't in love with something or they did not like something. And this was based off of some type of limiting beliefs. Like I said, this energy of you leaving behind that past, like you're still in transition and you're still like on the run. No, you've made it somewhere. And I'm getting like there's a limiting belief that has to crumble in order for you to express how you truly feel. And we do have the Fool card. In order for you to be open and vulnerable, this is a lot of limiting beliefs. If it's not limiting beliefs, then you're not in a place where there's a faulty foundation. And the reason why you're looking at the crossroads and the enemy, like, I'm still in love here, is because this person don't know where you came from. So something is looking like that's nothing. And that's not going to ruin it. Like, I'm also getting like, there's this energy of you have no idea what I've been through. I'm getting like you have no idea what I've been through. And something is a piece of cake. I'm also getting like this could be a year of you starting over, of getting a new start. That tower also represents like a new start, starting over somewhere. And it's like you're not worried about people, things, and it's like your inner energy. Tell me more about the Six of Swords. That's that past energy of arriving. Wow, we got a lot of cards coming out for you. Okay. There's this energy of you leaving from the birds, family drama, and false friends. The birds is dire misfortune and fierce enemies. The rod is family quarrels, and the park is, if distance, is false friends here. It could be a new love. There could also be this energy of you like trying to find a new love and you found it. That's probably why you're so in love. Because there's this energy like you're so in love. But there's this energy of you not being in running or in hiding, or you're not in this energy of escaping. Like, okay, so there's a threat that's going to come. It's like you're now on the lookout. You're not looking over your shoulders. You're no longer fleeing something anymore. You're no longer running from something. I'm getting like you are trying to escape. What you're leaving from the past is like making your exit on trying to escape like faulty relationships and realizing that you already have some type of new love in your life. This is this energy of you making it to the other side. You're no longer in like escaping this energy. You can relax basically. Because that's what that last year was about. It was about you getting rid and escaping certain energies. You probably know who your friends are, who your friends are not. Who's for you and who's not for you. Yeah, you can focus now. You can focus on your talents. You can focus on what it is that you love. You can have a clear mind now. Now you're not like, and this Six of Swords, this sword, this really, really big sword, these big swords behind her represents the thoughts that plague her as she is escaping. Like what would go wrong if they're seen, what would happen, all of that. So it's just this energy of like now you can focus. You don't have to keep on thinking about this energy. It's time for you to leave this in the past. You're no longer in this fleeing energy. It's like you're no longer in this like survival mode. You have made it to the other side. You've made it to this new place. The devil energy here. Your spiritual lesson. Stop taking the bait. Yeah. Somebody can have an obsession with like bad news or something like that. But we have the lion here. Yeah, there's this energy of stop. There's an obsession with bad news or obsession with things going bad. Obsession with negative thoughts. When the spiritual lesson is there's a need for you to learn how to be a bit more optimistic. Somebody is panicking because they don't believe that things will work out in the future. They don't have any faith or any trust in the future. And the fact that a person doesn't have any faith, or you could be realizing that that devil energy was toying with your faith. Just because you lack faith in the area, it was toying with it. And this could be you lacking faith in your relationships. We got the Nine of Cups. Someone could be moving. Somebody could be moving. This could have something to do with the move. I'm also getting like there's this energy of you being afraid or you being obsessed with bad things happening within your wishes or your wish fulfillment, so you're never really able to sit back and enjoy your wishes or enjoy your fulfillment, because you could have this obsession or this addiction to like put in negativity there. There's this energy of you also allowing something to happen. This could be a bad thing that happens, bad news, and that's not the end of the world. But because this is someone toying with this is your faith is being toyed with. And it's because I'm getting this saying, ye have little faith. Oh, ye have little faith. And it's like, oh, you don't have any faith? Okay. So something needs more faith. And it's toying with that energy. Then you go, or there's a person who doesn't have faith. But either way, it's a lack of faith. It's like, be the faith in the room. Be the optimism in the room. Your emotional energy is the Three of Swords. There needs to be some grieving done with something that happened. Okay? We got this good fortune coming in. Unexpected good fortune that's coming in. And this unexpected good fortune is coming in based off of a person who hurt you, a snake. Grieve this situation and you'll transmute that energy. That's what I'm getting from that. And it's with Scorpio energy, you'll transmute it into unexpected good fortune. That's that 8th house energy. What do you have in your 8th house? Or what's transiting in your 8th house that you can transmute into prosperity, into good fortune? Because you'll be repaid, and you're going to transmute this energy into getting your flowers and victory and success unexpectedly. Just because it's like you're not carrying this. Also, I'm getting like early gifts. Early gifts come in. All right. Your mental energy is expanding. There's a need for you to, again, grieve. It's taking up, something is taking up too much mental space, taking up too much of your thoughts, and you need that space to bring in more expansive thoughts. That's going to bring you to where you want to be quicker, sooner than later. Yeah, we got the pig. It's phenomenal luck. Phenomenal luck and great abundance and high honors and all ambitions attained. This is even more. It's like this has a lot to do with intense love of life and a strong fellow feeling. this energy. I just love my life. You being in love is just a lot. It's like magic happens when a Libra is in love. And you see the heart has no swords in it. Did you just notice that? The heart at the bottom, this is joy, has no swords in it. Transmute that energy. Forgive that snake, that person who did you wrong, who could have lied to you. There's a lot of wealth there. Some of you guys are looking for your wealth, and where it's at, it's right there. It's right there in that lack of forgiveness. Oh, my stomach is just growling. All right, we got the King of Wands energy. There's a lot of influence. Again, this just indicates of you loving your life, and it's being on display. It's being all around you, and your energy is influencing other people to love their life, influencing other people to be in love. It's like you have your eye on the prize. You can better see the vision. You can go after what it is that you want, and this brings in a lot of like money to you. So these expansive thoughts, somebody needs to clear their heart to expand their mind, because whatever is on your heart is on your mind. You're thinking about constantly, all day, every day. In your career here, we do have the Two of Pentacles coming out, and there's this energy of you creating balance. Something may need to be manipulated in order for you to create this balance. So also a balanced attitude. We got flattery. There's a lot of flattery that's going to come with that. A long road of you being able to roll with the punches a bit better. So you're going to be able to roll with the punches a bit better. And you may need to figure out, maybe to read some books, follow some new people. But there's a need for you to be able to manage your emotions a bit better, manage the ebb and flow of life a bit better. And things will be completely okay. We got the Two of Wands and the Nine of Wands. There's an adventure that awaits. So it looks like you did get a bit, you've been through a lot doing something. The Nine of Wands is like you got a bit worn out doing something, but there's a new adventure that comes. And it's like rolling with the punches of life. There's a need for you to be open to this new adventure that comes your way. Even though this last adventure kind of kicked your butt a little bit. But you tough, right? Yeah, it kicked your butt a lot. The Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Like this was a burden. Something, a heavy burden for you to carry. And in this energy, it's too heavy of a burden for you to carry. This is not your burden for you to carry by yourself. And you've been carrying it by yourself, putting you at the blame of everything. Maybe other people have been putting you at the blame of everything, making you the scapegoat for everything. But this is not your burden. This is the burden of a whole freaking household, a whole freaking family that you're carrying by yourself. I don't know who's wanting you to put the weight on like that. Like, and you could have even put weight on. Because there's people who put in this, oh, and take this box, and take that box, and take this bag, and take this, and walk up that hill. This is not your burden to carry. Yeah, you may have had some activity in it, but this is not all you. And that energy of people placing the burden on you, it's only a reflection of you burdened yourself with it too. You said this was all of yours. Because they just mirrored that. And you have to tell yourself, I'm dropping it. It's not mine. And then they'll mirror that. That's why you got to drop this. You don't even have room to carry anything else. You're carrying this burden. You don't have no room to carry nothing else. It's you're carrying this burden. You can't even see your face. Like, who is that? People probably don't even know. You could be acting different, or you could have been acting different. You don't even know who you are. You have identified yourself by this burden. And in releasing and letting this thing drop to the floor, you'll find the answers. You'll get reconnected with yourself. There's something that you're blaming yourself for that is not your fault. It is not placed on you, no matter how many people put it on you. This is not yours. No matter how long you've sat around and acted and carried it, it's still not yours. No matter how much you told yourself it was yours, it's still not yours. It can't be. It's impossible for this burden to be yours. If you were to really look at it, like, it's impossible for it to be yours. Somebody, you have to drop this burden. And you'll get all the answers that you need. The key here is for you to let this thing drop to the ground. This is not your fault. This is not your responsibility. This is not your burden to carry. This is not yours to clean up. This isn't yours. You were just a willing participant to carry it all, which means there's a lot of self-loathing that happens. But because we're in this energy of transitioning over, and you're no longer in escape, like, I gotta hide, I gotta. There's some good news for you, though, within the next 12 months. For a person who has been carrying the burden and has been gaslit that that's their burden to carry, because that's all that is. And gaslighting is a very dangerous thing. There's a lot of people who unalive themselves to gaslighting because they've been gaslit by how they feel. But I'm also getting there's this energy of you got to stop gaslighting yourself. You know this ain't your burden to carry, but maybe it'll bring peace if you were to take ownership for all of it. That's just a martyr. All right, the connections in your relationships. I just need somebody to know that it's not drop it. It's not your burden to carry. But I feel like you're going to drop it. All right. I have faith that you'll drop it. We have this energy of people coming to you that's ready to experience a new life. I bet. I bet. And let's look at the positive way. You already got boxes moving into your new house, your new life. This is some good news that's coming towards you. This is a lot of people on good vibrations that's mirroring your vibration. It's just some type of weight has lifted from your shoulders. And it's just the weight that has lifted is a faulty belief system and a lack of faith. That's a whole foundation energy. There's a foundation that was built off a lack of faith, hurt. It's just a lot of healing that you could have endured this last year. Or I'm feeling like you'll be enduring the beginning of these like 12 months. Because, you know, we kind of like seasonal. So our new year kind of starts in like April. So you'll still be kind of releasing a lot of stuff. So just be vulnerable with yourself and releasing. And if you don't do nothing, let that burden go. If you don't do anything here, drop the burden, drop the blame of what you've been blaming yourself with. I don't care if it's a whole freaking football field telling you that's your burden. That's not your burden to carry, and you should not have carried it in the first place. We got the energy of the sun. Yeah, you got some really, really good news, expansive news. I'm getting like there's this energy of people coming to you with also really, really good information, and you're soaking up this information just like you would soak up the sun. We do have the Hermit here, so that's why I'm getting like there's information all around, and there's information that's expanding. It's going to be information at your fingertips. It's going to be like, this is synchronicity. So you're supposed to drop something, okay? I'm not letting up on that, y'all. You're supposed to drop it. It's synchronicities. Once you drop this thing and you're ready for this new life to experience something that you've never quite experienced before, whatever that is. This could be a life of wealth. It could be you being in love, like just fully in love. You could be like, I've never just fell in love with my life. I never just fell in love with myself. I don't even know how that feels. And you could be going into that life where you're like, okay, so I'm making a point where I'm falling in love with myself this year. I'm falling in love with my life. I'm romanticizing my life, okay? And this is going to bring a new experience. So you're going to meet people who have important, it's almost like they are like where this is actually what's happening. But God, the universe, is sending them to you with perfect information that you need at that moment in your life because you are in alignment. So the more people who you meet, that gives you the missing piece that you were looking for. You're like, okay, I need some information, or I need to know where to go. And somebody like points you in a direction or says something that inspires you or something. It's going to show you just how much you are in alignment, how much you are open. The Page of Pentacles is like arguably one of the most open because it's open to learn. And it's arguably one of the most teachable because if you are, and we got the teacher here, if you are open to learn and you're open to find out a different perspective, look at things a bit differently, you are teachable. And then life is about becoming teachable. We are all students of life. So you kind of dropping something and going into this new world, like I'm ready to experience. So I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm ready to experience it. You open yourself up for a lot of synchronistic events. Okay. The underlying energy, though, is there has been an awakening that has happened. An epiphany, the Judgment card. And with this awakening, there's this newfound popularity, people are looking at this new light, which means you have moved to a brand new frequency. So people are looking at you differently. Okay. And we do have this energy of some type of theft here. There's a recovery after great difficulty. You are about to recover after you've been through some type of great difficulty, and this could possibly be through money, possibly the stock market for my stock people, or for investments. Somebody is about to recover like big time. This is riches through stocks. Wow. But look, you are about to be redirected. I'm going to get some other. There's a redirection that's happening in your life, and it's starting with your awakening. The Wheel of Fortune. There's a detour that's going on. Some of you guys, you had to deal with some type of theft, or you had to deal with some type of great loss. But this sets you up for the detour to get you somewhere quicker or get you something bigger. Set you up to get the biggest fish. Possibly. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Cups. This is ultimate happiness. This is a great recovery after great difficulty. And it's happening now. Some of you guys can feel this energy coming in. We do have the Queen of Cups energy. You can feel it coming in. I have to call her right back. My bad. Okay. The lesson that you're getting right now. The challenge or your test is to be open. You don't know what something is, but have a good attitude about it. You don't know what something is, but at least give it a try. And this is going to bring you so many good things coming in. This is like returns on your investment. This also brings in luck. It's the Clover. So this brings in you lots of returns on your investments. And we do have the presence of a mighty enemy. So don't be afraid to open up in front of an enemy, because tables are prepared most likely in the presence of your enemies. So don't be afraid of that. Don't even be afraid that a person could be an enemy, because know that they just can't prosper. All right. Yeah, we got the eight. Wow, Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands. I'm also getting like there's this energy of you not being afraid to create, or you not being afraid to speak, or you not being afraid to do something. I'm also getting this energy of you not being afraid to leave behind something that isn't. I'm also getting that there could be someone who you could see as an enemy that could also be a missing link or a golden link in a chain of good for you. It's also a detour. This cup here that you're ignoring, because you could be thinking that a person is a mighty enemy, or a person could be a mighty enemy. So you're like, they don't got nothing for me. Oh, I'm not going to allow this person in. I'm not listening. And literally this person, God could be using them. They could be doing it for evil, but God could be doing it for good. And last time I checked, he's still on the throne now. Okay, last time I checked, this is his. They could be doing it for evil, but God's doing it for good. So who you trust? Oh, ye have little faith. All right, anyways, let's finish this up. I'm having too much fun here. Let's finish this up. The outcome, the gift by your next birthday is the Six of Cups. This could be a baby. This could be a party. Just a nice party. Some of you guys who didn't party this year, you could possibly be throwing a big party. This could be some type of just sweetness, pleasure, play, fun, energy. Yeah, we got the house. Marriage. Something's going to remind you of, like, I'm getting like you could be recreating like a childhood memory or something like that. You could have some threats. Something could be threatening this, but it looks like it's still, something's still going to be pleasant. It's like I said, Saturn is teaching you, is showing you. It's almost like you got that daddy that don't play, and you scared to go outside because you been getting picked on. But this time, your daddy was in the yard, and your daddy like, go ahead out there and play. And looking at you like, go ahead, I want them to go ahead out there and play. And they're not going to touch you. Some threats or some weapons that you were worried about, it's not going to touch you at all. This is just to show you that you're protected. Trying to get you to know you're protected. Possibly. That could be that. Or that you're untouchable. Or that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. We got the Magician here coming out. The Magician is this energy of you creating alchemy. There's a person who you could be ignoring right now. There's a person who you haven't spoken to that right now, and that's going to play a part in this energy. What else? It's going to have something to do with the divine. This can have something to do with like some type of marriage here. Marriage, a child, a marriage in a new house. I'm getting like a big happy family, and this just comes from you just being so in love. Just so in love with life, and letting go of that burden because it's not yours to carry. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.